Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Amanda. If you are new here and it's your first time, welcome. Welcome to another episode of The Aspiring Artist, and this is actually part 2 of our holiday celebration with Mava. Remember, in the first part we had dinner with Carlo's family, and in this part we are going to be having our holiday party. We are still in Windenburg, staying with Carlo right now, and I believe I have our party set to start at 2 p.m. It is currently 7:30 in the morning. Both Mava and Carlo are awake and getting started with their day. I have Mava in here getting ready to work on a painting while Carlo is out here doing a workout in the living room. He does like to stay fit. I'm going to have Mava come over here and get started on, let's have her do a large realism painting, because our party does not start until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and so she might as well get some of her artwork done before actually enjoying the rest of the day. So I'm going to have her work on this for a little bit, and she did lose her want somehow, so now she has a want to fight with her father. Remember, she did have a want to actually want to talk to him. Now she wants to fight with him, and she also has a want to make a friend. But I do remember that she had the want to become disliked by Taylor, and we are still going to do that as part of her storyline, even though she did lose the wants that she had pinned originally. And when she is done with this, I'm actually going to have him come in and take a quick look at what she creates. It looks like she's making a squirrel is what it looks like. That's actually kind of cute. Also, I hope you all had a great holiday if you celebrated. If you celebrated, I do hope that you enjoyed your holiday and that it was safe and peaceful for you. The things that we have to do for the holiday in game are have a festive spirit and also open presents. We do have a pile of presents out here. I also added another pile because remember they opened one at the end of the last episode. And so I went ahead and added another pile because in my mind, I think they would have more than one gift each, especially considering, you know, how well off Carlo actually is. And let's see, how much is this worth? 1,234 simoleons. Is Carlo done with his workout? I'm going to have him come in here. He does have a want to embrace Mava, and so I'm going to go ahead and let him do that. Let's let him come in here and embrace her. Who is texting her? Robin. One of my friends heard about how great you are and has been asking to meet you. Can I give them your number? Mabel's gonna go ahead and say, okay. We don't know the type of people that Robin knows, but sure. And that satisfied that want for him. And she's going to be like, hey, can you take a look at the painting I just finished and tell me what you think? And I'm gonna have him come over here and critically assess her painting. Carlo is at the top of the arts career as an art critic. In game, it's the closest I could get to an in-game career for what I wanted him to do. So he is level 10, and so I just have him critically assessing the painting that she did, and she's telling him about like what inspired her to create this painting. And he's like, I like it. I just don't really know what it means. Not him flirting with her when he's supposed to be looking at her painting. Look at the painting. What does he think of it? They're both just sitting here flirting with each other when he's supposed to be looking at the art. Okay, now he's feeling inspired. What does he think? Appreciating art from critical assessment. Good art is hard to come by these days. It is indeed inspiring when one stumbles upon some. Also, he loves the painting that Mava created. He also feels very close with her. He's feeling happy from having a good workout. He's happy that it's warm indoors. And he's also feeling fulfilled from having his wants taken care of. And how is Mava feeling? She's feeling confident from completing a painting. She's feeling great from having her needs taken care of. She's happy to be here with Carlo. They're both just feeling really good and really enjoying their time together. I'm gonna have her come over and give Carlo a hug. Let's have her come over and hug Carlo. She's like, thank you for taking a look at my painting, babe. I worked really hard on it. And what are other things that he can do as part of his career? He could sell to a collector and he could sell to an art gallery. I don't want him to sell it to the gallery, but we may use the sell to collector function of this. And I also want them to come in because they're both not super hungry, but they should get something to eat because the party is starting soon. And we do still have leftovers from when Carlo's mother cooked. Carlo can just come in here and get it out of the fridge for us. Now him bringing the whole plate back in the back room. Carlo, please. Let's just grab a serving and have Mava also grab a serving of the leftovers. She's probably like, babe, why did you bring the whole plate back to the bedroom? Now it's going to smell like ham dinner back here. And he's like, I just wanted it closer to you so you didn't have to walk so far. Carlo's such a goofball. Like, please. After he's done eating that, he can go ahead and put this away. But they're just going to sit here and chat for a little bit while they eat. And Maeva took a look at the guest list for the party. And I feel like now she wants to bring up some of the people that she saw on the guest list, right? And so she's going to actually ask Carlo. So I'm going to have her go ahead and have a deep conversation with him. And she's going to ask him, why is Taylor on the list of guests? Because Taylor is invited to the party. He likes deep thought, sure. Taylor is invited to their party this afternoon, and she's asking Carlo, why is Taylor on the guest list? And he's like, well, because she's Leandro's fiance, babe. I can't invite him without inviting her. And she's like, well, yeah, but you know, me and Taylor don't get along. And he's like, I had to invite her. They're a couple, man. I couldn't just invite Leandro and not invite his fiance. It would have been rude. And he's like, besides, all of your friends are also on the guest list. It's going to be fun. Everyone's going to have a good time. Just relax. You don't have to interact with Taylor. You don't have to sit and chat with her. We're just going to have a good time. Everyone's going to come. But I couldn't just not invite Taylor while also inviting Leandro. That just wasn't going to happen. And she's like, okay, I understand. I'm going to have them discuss interests with each other. And Carlos going to be like, there's also one more important person coming today that I want you to meet. And she's like, more important than your family? And he's like, no, not more important than my family. Who was this on our doorstep? Let's make him leave. I don't know who that is on our doorstep. I'm just going to go ahead and make them leave. She's like, someone more important than your family? He's like, no, not more important than my family, but an important business relationship that I have. And I think the two of you are going to get along, and they are definitely invited today. And I'll be introducing the two of you. And she's like, okay, I can't wait to meet them. And he's also going to say to her, he's like, it's getting close to the party time, and I want you to go ahead and try on the outfit that I got for you to wear today. Remember last episode I mentioned that he had picked out a nice dress that he wanted Maeva to wear because he does have an important business partner coming to the party today. And also, since he got her the gift at the last episode, the platinum that I said we were going to say was jewelry and everything, that is also part of her outfit. I'm going to have him go ahead and caress her cheek, and he's going to be like, don't stress about Taylor or her being here. Just go ahead and just get changed. I can't wait to see you in your dress. And she's like, okay, babe. Okay, so they are now both changed, and this is Maeva's dress that she is going to be wearing for the party, and her jewelry and the earrings and necklace are both gifts from Carlo. And he's just telling her, like, you look absolutely amazing, babe. And she's like, you clean up good yourself. And he's feeling flirty from looking at her. You think that she looks amazing. I'm gonna have him go ahead and give her a kiss. It is almost time for the party. Let's have him go ahead and give her a quick kiss before our guests begin to arrive, because it is 1:30. He's like, you look amazing. Don't be nervous at all. His parents are also coming, and his sister is also coming. They are guests. We invited nearly everyone that they both know. I'm also going to have him come over here, and do I want him to serve this food already? Maybe I'll wait for the actual party to begin to have them serve it. They are going to open more presents as well a little bit later on today. Oh, he loves him some Maeva, which is a great thing. House party is about to begin. Are you ready to start? Of course. Let's go ahead and begin. Y'all might as well go ahead and wrap that kiss up, because we're about to have a house full of people. I believe we have 18 guests coming. Now they're both feeling flirty, but y'all need to hold it together. Let's see, who is our first guest to arrive? Oh, his sister's actually calling. His sister had called and asked him if she should go on a date with the guy that came with base mental, and Carlo, being, a good brother, told her absolutely not. That guy's no good for you. Do not pay him any attention. She spends a lot of time at the gym, and I'm sure that he saw her there and asked her out on a date. And he was like, absolutely not. Stay away from him. He is no good for you, Lena. And so let's see who actually arrives first. Oh, we have Florence here first. Carlo's mother is actually the first guest to arrive. She seems to be in good spirits. I'm obviously going to have him give his mother a hug when she comes in, and Maeva's going to be like, oh shoot, it's your mom. She's here first. Let's have him thank his mother for coming. And I'm also going to have Mava go ahead and, oh, they're both in red. I love that. Oh, okay. Our next guests are both Taylor and Robin. I don't know why they pulled up together. Maybe they were right behind each other. Yeah, Taylor is here, and Miss Robin. So I'm going to have her also go ahead, and she's not going to say anything to Taylor, but she is going to talk to Robin a little bit. I'm going to go small talk and have her share Christmas spirit with Robin. I'm also going to have, I guess I'll have Carlo come and greet Taylor over here. She just kind of came in here. We also have some of Mava's friends here. We also have her friend Jasmine here, who came in and sat down on the couch. Who is this stumping in? Oh, Carlo's sister is mad. Lena, she came in a little upset. Maybe she feels like Carlo was meddling with her when he told her not to go on a date with Roy, but he was just looking out for her. I'm gonna have him come over here, and is there a way that he could like calm her down? Maybe just give her a hug, because she's a little bit upset. Let's see. We also have, let's see who just came in. We have Steph here. Steph is looking sad as well. Why is everyone in such a bad mood for the party? Like, what's going on with you guys? Mikkel is here. If you remember Mikkel from Mava's birthday party, he was one of Leandro and Carlo's good friends, and he is also currently seeing Robin in a relationship, but he's also married with, I believe, one child as well. So yeah, that's Mikkel. He's also upset and beelined towards our bar, which I guess is fine. We have Miss Amber over here, Mabel's friend from the art club. Steph is back here talking to herself in the mirror. We already saw her friend Jasmine come in, and Carlo needs to go do what I asked him to do. We also have her friend who just came in. Leandro is here. Leandro is here, and he's kind of dressed down a little bit. Maybe he did not want to attend. I'm thinking maybe Leandro did not want to attend. He is not looking very happy. I feel like he's like, oh great, I have to go pretend to be happy to see Mabel booed up with Carlo on the holiday and pretend like it doesn't bother me, like it means nothing to me. And I don't think he's too happy to be here and sing them together. He came kind of dressed down. He does not look excited at all. But I'm also going to have Carlo go ahead and greet him as well. I'm going to have him go ahead and share Christmas spirit with Leandro. And May's going to pretend that she did not just see him come in out the corner of her eye, but she completely saw him just come through the door. We have Nosy Wade here, who was always messaging Mava after the party, talking about what he heard about her. Of course, he comes and sits right next to Taylor on the couch, because I'm sure it was Taylor that was blabbing to Wade anyway, talking about Mava behind her back, about how she was disliked and everything like that. So I'm not surprised that he came and sat right next to Taylor. Carlo is just telling Taylor like, hey, Mava's a little bit nervous about you being here tonight. Can you guys just be on your best behavior? And she's like, no promises, but if she doesn't start anything with me, I won't start anything with her. And he's like, well, I guess that's the best I could ask for out of you ladies. We have Amani here. She came to sit right next to Amber and talking to Lindsay. Let's see who else has recently come in. Let's see, we have Mikkel, we have Robin, we have Lena here. Did Leandro just come over here and grab food with the ladies? Oh, they just helped themselves to our refrigerator, which I guess is fine. He's sitting here talking to Jasmine and to Steph over here. He still looks completely disinterested, by the way. Wade also helped himself to some of our pizza. We have a serving table here where we can actually, give people food. But I feel like he's just sitting here like, hey man, what's up with you? Why are you sitting over here looking down like this? And Leandro's like, oh, nothing, man. I'm just a little bit tired. Been working a lot lately. He's not going to tell Carlo that him and Mava went on a date and, spent the night together and, did all that they did after their date, because he does see Carlo as one of his closest friends, and he's not going to tell Carlo all that. And so he kind of perked up a little bit as soon as Carlo came over and sat down and was like, hey man, what's up with you? Why are you looking a little bit sad? Because he's not gonna expose all that to Carlo. Let's see who else has come in. We have one of their other good friends, Reese is here. We also have his father, Abner, is here. That he's also helped himself to pizza. I'm going to take that as a sign that everyone is feeling a little bit hungry. I want Mava to talk to, because she's kind of just socializing with everyone right now, which is great. But I do want her to talk to Robin, because remember, Robin does know that Mava went on that date with Leandro. She does not know everything that they did, but I do want her to just talk to Robin a little bit. And I'm going to have Carlo go ahead and get this food served. And Mava's probably going to be like, let's see, I want her to also give her a hug, because they haven't seen each other in a little bit. She has seen Natalie, but Natalie isn't here yet, I don't think. Let's have her go ahead and give Robin a hug. She's going to be like, excuse me, Reese, let me just get past you really quick. And she's like, how have you been? And she's going to be like, oh, our main guest is here, but really quick. She's going to be like, did you see Leandro come in? And Robin's like, yeah, I did. And Taylor's also here. And they're just kind of like laughing about it. Like, she looked mad, don't she? Robin's like, yeah, she's a little bit tense. Y'all just behave tonight though. Don't start none with each other. But anyways, I also have to introduce you guys. There's so many Sims coming in, you guys. Let me introduce you guys to this Sim right here. Her name is Liana Waters. I don't know why her name is so close to Carlos' sister. We have Lena. We have Liana. I don't know why I do that, but this is Liana Waters, and she is a perfectionist, a party animal, and a snob. She is actually a really close friend of the Latham family. She is a arts curator, and that's how she knows Carlo. Her and Carlo actually dated before in the past. It did not work out. I will show you guys the relationship bar. It did not work out, but they do remain really good friends. She is an arts curator and has a degree in arts history from Brightchester, and she has been a longtime friend of the family. She's actually a sweetheart through and through, despite having these snob traits. See, they have a, not completely, but a mostly red romance bar, but they do remain good friends. They dated very briefly. It wasn't super serious or anything like that, but I am going to have him come over here. I'm actually going to have Mava go ahead, share ideas with Liana, because the thing that they have in common is their love of art, and Liana is an arts curator. Let's see, I'm going to have her go ahead, and can she also give her a hug? I wish they weren't all just standing around in the kitchen. Like, they're all just standing here eating. We also have Mava's friend, Elizabeth here. She's also coming in angry. Oh my goodness. She's like, hey girl, I'm glad that you could make it. Not Taylor over here laughing in the middle. Taylor, get out the way. I'm gonna have Mava go ahead and tell Taylor get out the way. Let's have her give. You guys saw that she could admit to having woohoo Taylor's partner. I'm gonna have her go ahead and just come around here and just talk to Liana. She's gonna be like, I'm so glad that you could make it. And she's like, of course, I wouldn't miss this party. It's not like I had anything else going on today. The museum is actually closed today anyway. I'm gonna have her compliment Liana's dress. Oh, she's giving Taylor fake bad news. I love that. I love that so much. Not that gave them a negative. But it's like, girl, I'm just playing with you. Chill out. I'm gonna have her go ahead and compliment Liana's outfit. She's like, girl, you look good. Can y'all all please get out the way? Here's what I'm gonna do. Who is Abner over here talking to? Oh, he's just getting to know other people here. But I'm gonna have her go ahead and let's just have them get to know each other a little bit more. And they came right back into the kitchen to talk. That's fantastic. I totally had you guys go over there to talk, but they came right. Maybe if I have them come back here. Liana's like, what's that smell back here? And Mava's like, it's that plate that I told Carlo not to bring to the back room, and he did anyway. Ugh, okay. Let's have her go ahead, and now they can talk. Let's have them gossip a little bit. Are they going right back over here? Why? Okay, May's gonna be like, I didn't know that you had tattoos. I never noticed that you had all these tattoos. And Liana's like, yeah. We're kind of like twins in that way, I guess. And May's like, well, I love yours. They're so pretty. And Liana's like, I love yours too. And Liana's going to be like, I noticed when we went back there, I saw a painting on the easel. Did you create that? And May's like, yeah, it's actually one of my original works. And Liana's like, I love it. I would love to actually have it in the museum. And May's gonna be like, that's great. I would love to actually sell it to you because she is an arts curator. Oh, not them not getting along, please. Oh, that was Taylor. She was mad at Taylor, not Taylor butting in our conversation. Taylor, don't start with us. Do not start with us. I'm gonna have Mabel go ahead and remember she started with us. I'm not gonna shove her, I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm just gonna go ahead and we're going to go ahead and install her. We're gonna be like, butt out of our conversation. You're only here because Carlos said you had to be here. Nobody wants you here. Now her feeling hurt. Oh, see, Liana, love that. Liana was like, you tell her, May, but out of our conversation, you are only here because Carlos said you had to be here. I'm trying to talk to Liana. I'm going to have them go ahead. Did Carlos' mother? Okay, she is sitting over here. Well, let's actually call everyone to the mill first because I don't want this food going bad. Call everyone to the mill. I think all of our guests are here. Oh, now she's over here complaining to Steph. Wait, why was Steph kind of laughing with her? Oh, but she did walk away. Maybe she was like, girl, you so crazy, and just walked away. Because Steph, would Steph talk about? Maybe she would though, because remember, Steph was kind of upset about Mavis still being mixed up with Leandro and Carlo. And so maybe she would actually entertain that from Taylor. Let's have everyone go ahead and get something to eat. May's gonna be like, Reese, are you gonna grab something to eat? And he's like, yeah, I was heading right over there right now, actually. Yes, everybody, please eat this food. It was expensive. I want Carlo. Oh, Natalie is here. He doesn't know Natalie. I need to have them introduced. Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and have him give a friendly introduction. Look at Leandro just looking around at everyone. Who's he talking to? Oh, he's sitting here. Were they just talking about woo? Elizabeth, do not spill it, Elizabeth, please. Because remember, Elizabeth also knows about Mavis' date. And Elizabeth looks uncomfortable. She does. Maybe she feels uncomfortable with Leandro being here. Not the food stinking. Oh my God. Y'all just sit down and eat, please. Everybody just sit down and eat. I want him to thank Liana for coming. Leandro got up from the table and excused himself. Where's he going? Oh, is he just going to start cleaning up stuff? I feel like Leandro feels so awkward. Mava has not said anything to him all night. She's just been talking to everyone else and just kind of, over here chatting with Carlos' sister. If you guys remember last episode, they really hit it off. And Robin is also over here chatting with them while Leandro is just kind of walking around cleaning up everything. I think he feels a little bit awkward. I feel like Carlo's gonna be like, let's have Carlo. Their relationship is still not nearly what it used to be. Unfortunately, him and Leandro, yeah, they still have a pretty low relationship. They're kind of getting back on track, but it's nothing like what it used to be. I'm gonna have him go ahead and let's have them have a deep conversation with each other. He's just gonna be like, man, you don't have to do all that cleaning up. Just go ahead and enjoy the party. You don't have to do all that cleaning. We'll take care of it after the party. You don't. Who is over here smoking? Steph. Not Steph invited herself into Carlo's home and just decided that she was going to smoke in the house. Please, Steph. Nobody told you to do that. Now Abner is cleaning up. Leandro did come back to the table. He's sitting right next to Taylor. And Taylor's probably like, that's right, come sit right next to me and stay away from Mava. I was going to call her something else, but oh, he's feeling a little bit bored too. Leandro has a bad attitude tonight. I feel like he does not want to be here at all. I want Mava to quit chatting with Robin, and I'm actually going to have her come over here and try to give Leandro a hug. She sees Taylor sitting right there, and I'm going to have her come over here and affection. Let's have her just try to give him just a casual hug. Not an embrace. Robin's over here smoking too. Y'all, nobody told y'all could do that at our house. Please, who said y'all could do that? They're going to come over here and she's just going to go ahead and just give him a hug. And as she's hugging him, Carlo is standing right here. He's also talking about romance, it looks like, with Liana. But Carlo's standing right there and Mavis just going to give him a hug. Taylor does see him out the corner of her eye. I feel like she's sitting here trying to pretend like she's talking to someone else. But and Natalie is also feeling she has a little bit of a shocked face. While also thinking about Mava. I feel like Natalie's probably thinking like, girl, are you really hugging him with your man right here and his fiance sitting right here? Because why is Natalie thinking about Mava? I love it. Okay, let's go ahead and resume. But she's hugging Leandro. She's like, hey, how have you been? You know, acting like she hasn't seen him in a long time. We know the truth. We know the truth. Natalie knows the truth. No one else knows the truth though. But she's like, how have you been? I haven't seen you in a long time. And Leandro's like, things have been going. You know, he's trying to act like disinterested. I'm gonna have her go ahead. He's pretending to sit here and laugh, and she's gonna be like, she's gonna apologize, but not for anything that she did wrong. She's just gonna kind of apologize, like, I'm sorry it took me so long to actually come over and say hey to you tonight. I was busy just kind of working the room. You know how it is if you're hosting. And he's like, it's okay. I knew you were busy. And Carlos just sitting here, like, thinking nothing of them chatting. Is Taylor also not smoke? Not everyone with these vapes. Where did you all get these from? Basemental, please. But they're all just sitting here chatting, and it's a little bit awkward. Natalie's sitting here. She's probably like, thinking like, May, are you crazy? I'm just going to excuse myself from the table. I don't blame Natalie at all for excusing herself. She's like, I'm just going to go over here and, you know, not be right here. What's she going to do? Belly laugh with Leandro? Not them all. Oh my God. I just feel like it's a little bit amusing that the three of them ended up sitting together at the table. Like how? How everyone else is up and the three of them just ended up sitting here just casually chatting. Oh my, not her doing this belly laugh with him like it's all sweet. And Carlos like, yeah babe, Merry Christmas. And Leandro's like, this is a little bit awkward. I'm just gonna excuse myself to come over here and talk to these ladies. And Carlos like, it's good to see Leandro again. And May's like, yeah, it is. We haven't seen him in a long time. And Carlos like, yes, it's nice to see him here. I'm happy he popped out tonight. And May's like, me too. But I'm just going to excuse myself really quick, babe. I'm going to actually go chat with your mother really quick. I'm going to have her come over here and not Florence being uppity. Florence is like, what is all this smell from all this smoke everyone is doing? And probably from all the dishes too. Florence is not amused by any of these activities going on here tonight. But I'm going to have Maeva come over here and give Florence a hug. She's going to be like, I'll be right back, babe. I'm just going to go talk to your mother a little bit. I haven't had a chance to really chat with her tonight. And I'm going to have her go ahead and give Florence a hug. She's like, hey, Mrs. Latham, I'm sorry it took me so long to get over here to chat with you tonight. I just been working the room, you know. And I'm going to have her go ahead and let's have her have a deep conversation with Carlos' mom. And Florence is going to be like, so how did you and my son meet in the first place? It seems like you guys have a lot of mutual friends. So how did the two of you actually come together? And Maeva has learned that Florence is outgoing. Yes, she is. She is a very outgoing woman. I'm going to have her go ahead and just tell Florence, well, we met through a mutual friend. And Florence is like, which mutual friend? And she's like, Leandro, who's standing right here. And Leandro's kind of looking over like, I heard my name. And oh, they earned a sentiment. Florence actually said, you know what? It's been wonderful to spend time with you. We've made some great memories and we'll make many more. I'm sure of it. I feel like Florence, seeing that Maeva has so many mutual friends with Carlo, has kind of eased her anxieties a little bit about Maeva not being a good fit for Carlo. Remember last episode, she was complaining to Abner about how she didn't like Maeva. She just doesn't feel like she's right because she can't cook and all of these things that don't really matter, you know? But I feel like Florence seeing all of these mutual friends that they share is kind of easing that anxiety just a little bit. And Florence is kind of going to be like, let's see. Florence is going to be like, I'm surprised that you guys have Leandro as, you know, as a mutual friend. I never would have imagined that you all would know each other. Because, well, Leandro is from a completely different world than Maeva is, and so is Carlo. Carlo and Leandro have been friends for a very, very long time. And May's like, well, yeah, but we kind of just, it was fated, I guess, for us to all meet. She's not going to tell her about how, you know, Leandro basically got her tied up in all of this mess, but she is going to be like, Leandro actually saw some of my art online and reached out to me, and we kind of all just formed a bond from there. And he introduced me to Carlo, and me and Carlo ended up dating each other. And Florence is just gonna be like, well, I just never imagined that the two of you would cross paths. It's just a little bit surprising to me. And she's gonna tell Carlo, she's like, so Maeva tells me that you guys met through Leandro. And Carlo's like, yeah, mom, we did. We met through Leandro. And Florence is like, well, that that's nice. It's nice that you guys, share those mutual friends. It looks like everyone here gets along pretty well. And Carlos like, yeah, mom, we all try to get along pretty well. We try to get along well. But he's like, yeah, mom, we did meet through Leandro. He did introduce us. He's gonna try to not tell his mom like the whole story about how awkward it actually is. And I'm going to actually have them, not him looking confused at his mom. I'm gonna have him come over here and grab one of these drinks. And I'm also going to have Mava come over here and grab one as well because they haven't had a drink all night. Leandro is just over here entertaining the ladies. I wouldn't expect anything less. Him and Taylor haven't actually spent much time together tonight. I'm surprised. Like, Taylor's kind of just been doing her own thing. Abner is down here doing push-ups and everything. Oh, she's getting tired. No, we can't have that. Sorry. I might actually go ahead and, guys, just for the sake of the party, I'm going to go ahead and cheat up everyone's needs here so that they aren't all trying to get to the bathroom. So let's go ahead and fill all the needs on the current lot just so that the party can continue to run smoothly and everyone's not fighting over the bathroom and having accidents and all of that stuff. Not Mabel thinking about woohoo. Not she reflecting on the time that she spent with Leandro. Is Leandro looking at her? It looks like he's looking at Carlos' mother, but y'all are messy. Now she's standing here reflecting on it while standing right across from him. Y'all are wild. Okay, he does know her. He doesn't know Amber either. I want him to introduce himself to Mava's friend Amber because he should get to know her a little bit. He's just sitting here chatting with everyone else. Oh, who else gained a sentiment? Oh, he already gained a sentiment with Amber? Well, Carlo does have a pretty high charisma skill, so I'm not surprised by that at all, that they kind of immediately hit it off. Carlo is very charismatic, he's very lighthearted, very goofy, and I feel like most people instantly see that in him and kind of pick up on it. I want May to kind of just chat with Steph and be like, yo, what was up with you when you first got here? Like, are you feeling okay? Are she and Carlo jokesters? Sure. Carlo is very goofy? Sure. I want her to sit here and chat with Steph a little bit. Let's have her go ahead and have a deep conversation with Steph. They're just going to get up and give each other a hug because she hasn't really talked to Steph one-on-one tonight. Steph came in a little upset and she's gonna hug Steph. Oh, I like that. I like that greeting. But she's just going to be like, hey, you feeling okay? You came in a little bit upset. And Steph is not going to want to say, like, right next to Carlo, how she was kind of feeling about this guest list here. Why are you guys all outside? No, you all need to come back in the house. What are y'all doing out here? But Steph's not going to want to say over Carlo, like, she was a little bit skeptical about this guest list, but she's like, oh girl, nothing. I was just feeling a little bit stressed about things with work and all that. I'm feeling better now though. She's like, I had a little bit of a smoke and I'm feeling better now. We did get this dance floor over here and they're all just kind of dancing to the stereo, but I want them to actually let's form a group with Carlo, I guess Leandro, and Natalie. Let's try to get Carlo's parents as well in the group. We also have Lena in the group. Where is Liana? Let's also come over here and let's have them do a group dance, not the cowpoke dance, please. I don't want to see the cowpoke dance. Who'd she tell to get away? Wade? I feel like she's still mad about Wade because of how he was talking about her behind her back with Taylor. You guys remember that she checked him at that one party they had at Leandro's house. Mabel has not forgot that. Let me finish this drink real quick before we start this dance. No, why are you guys going outside to get to the dance floor? Why? For what? Why? There's a whole dance floor right here. Okay, now she's coming back out. But why'd you all come out here to do the dance? Maybe y'all been drinking too much. Okay, let's see how they get down. Okay, y'all got it. I love how Natalie is the only one still in her party outfit. The rest of them all changed into their cold weather. I should have locked the door so they couldn't come outside, but they out here getting it. The drinks are flowing, the food is good. May's like, that was cute. Abner's like, can we go back in the house, please? I came out here and did your little dance. Let's go back in. I also want her to, because she hasn't really talked to Abner tonight, she's gonna be like, hey, Mr. Latham, I haven't really spoken to you tonight. He's like, yeah, I saw you guys over there chit-chatting with my son all night. And he's gonna be like, yeah, he's been quite the chatterbox tonight too, but we've both been trying to entertain everyone equally. And I feel like she's just going to ask because Carlo's mother brought up how Leandro and Carlo have kind of been, friends for such a long time, and that she was surprised that Maeva and Carlo shared Leandro as a mutual friend. I feel like she's going to ask Abner, what were they like growing up, Carlo and Leandro, and Abner's just going to be like, much kind of like how they are now. He doesn't know that they have that distance between them, so he's going to be like, much kind of like how they are now. Carlo's always been, the goofball, a little bit more timid. Leandro has always been more like bold and more commanding, but they both kind of have that sense of humor that gave them the longevity that they have in a friendship. And May's like, I could see that. And he's like, yeah, but they both good boys. And she's gonna be like, well, you should probably get back inside before you freeze out here. I just want Maeva to just kind of sit out here and just kind of think for a little bit by herself. Abner's going to be like, well, I'm going to get back inside. It's cold out here. And just kind of take some time to herself, because remember, Maeva is socially awkward, and I feel like it's been a lot of socializing for her tonight. The sun is actually about to come up. It is 5 a.m. and they've been up partying all night. And Taylor's actually going to come out here. As you guys can see, she has been enjoying a little bit of bass metal tonight. If you take a look at her moodlets down here, she's also feeling like she's on the road from joking, and she loves being around other snobby Sims, and Taylor's feeling pretty good. I'm going to actually have her come out here. She sees Maeva out here just by herself, and I'm going to have her come out here next to Maeva, because Taylor's feeling like, okay, you don't have my man around, you don't have your man around, and you and I need to chat one-on-one, right? But Taylor's gonna be like, I'm not trying to start anything with you, but I just need to talk to you. And May's already like, okay, here we go. Here you go, start with me, right? And Taylor's like, no, I just need to ask you something. And May's just like, okay, what? But you already yelling at me. And May's like, you're already out here yelling at me. So whatever you need to talk to me about, make it quick. It's cold out here and I've been trying to be nice to you all night and you keep bothering me, right? And Taylor's gonna be like, I just need to ask you something. Leandro has not been home recently, like in the past few weeks. He spent a few nights not coming home at all. And I just want to know if you have anything to do with where he's been. And Maeva's like, why would I know where your man has been? Are you trying to imply that he was with me? And Taylor's like, well, I'm just saying, if the shoe fits, he's been away for a few nights these past few weeks, and I just want to know if you knew anything about where maybe he was spending the night at. And Maeve's like, you know how your man is. She's feeling like she won that, right? Maeve was like, you know how your man is. Just because he didn't come home to you does not mean that he was out with me. And Taylor's like, I'm not saying that he was out with you. It's just been bothering me a little bit because I was wondering where he was for those couple of nights and was just wondering if you knew anything about it. May's like, this is the first time I've seen Leandro in a very long time. And Taylor's like, I'm not inclined to really believe anything that you say. And May's like, well, you don't have to believe me. You know how your man is. Accusing him of being with me, he could have been with anywhere. He could have been anywhere with anybody. You and I both know how Leandro is. It's not really a surprise that he didn't come home, Taylor. May is like, I've been focusing on my artwork, and for like the past week, I've been here with Carlo. I don't know where your man was. And Taylor's like, yeah, whatever. I'm not saying that he was with you, but I just want to know if you knew something about it. And the way that you reacted tells me that you probably do. And May is like, yeah, whatever, B. I'm going back in the house because it's cold. You can sit out here and argue with yourself. I'm going to have Maeva actually come in here and find Carlo. She's just going to come in here and she's going to embrace Carlo. Carlo is actually in here cracking jokes with his sister, which, is not surprising. Are they jokesters? Absolutely. And where's Leandro? Leandro's in here still drinking and entertaining the ladies, of course. No surprise there. But May's just about to leave Taylor out here. She's going to be like, argue with yourself out here. I don't know where your man was. That's really not my problem. And she's going to come in here and she's going to embrace Carlo. And he's going to be like, where were you, babe? And she's like, nothing. I was just out on the porch chatting, and Taylor came out there and tried to start something with me. And Lena's probably like, tried to start something with you about what? And May was like, girl, it's a long story. Just know it doesn't even matter. And Carlos like, you guys okay, right? Like, y'all didn't get into it too bad, did you? And May's like, no, she knew better than to actually, really get into it with me here. But She did try to accuse me of knowing something about where Leandro's been because apparently he's been working late, the past few weeks. And Carlos like, well, why would you know anything about that? And May's like, exactly, that's what I told her. You know how he is. Like, you and I both know how he is. Like, he could have been anywhere. And Carlos like, exactly. He literally could have been anywhere. I don't know why she would try to accuse you of knowing anything about it. And Florence is like, what are you guys chatting about? And May's like, nothing, Mrs. Latham, just, petty drama. And they're actually going to get ready to end the party soon. I'm going to have Carlo come over here and just be like, yo, is everything good, man? I'm going to have him come over here. I'm going to have him ask about Taylor to Leandro after Maeva just told him like that she tried to come out there and start stuff with her on the porch. So I'm gonna have him ask about Taylor. He's gonna be like, yo, is everything good, man? Between y'all? Let's see what's he gonna say. I am so in love with Taylor. Please, Leandro. Please, that is a lie. You know that's a lie. Like, you know that's a lie. Let's have them reflect on life choices together. I feel like he's gonna be like, yeah, May just told me that they had a little conversation out on the patio. So I'm just making sure like you didn't know anything about that. I'm gonna have him spread rumors. He's like, you didn't know anything about that. Leandro's like, no, I didn't know anything about that. You know how the girls are, just probably out there just talking stuff to each other. And Carlos like, yeah, man, you right. It wasn't nothing major, I'm sure. I'm actually going to have them go ahead and end the party. It is 10 o'clock the next morning. And this place is a mess. It needs to be cleaned up. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to have them go ahead and actually end the party. It went on for almost a whole day. So I think that's good enough. They've had enough mess happen. Had enough mess happen tonight. And they're going to go ahead and be like, hey, everybody, y'all all need to get out. Y'all been here long enough, enjoying our food. So they're just going to go ahead and just send everyone home. And I'm going to have them go ahead and start cleaning some of this stuff up. And Leandro's just like, yeah, man, I had a good time. And Carlos like, don't be a stranger, okay? I feel like Carlo really wants his friendship with Leandro to get back to where it was. But honestly, Carlo, baby, I don't know if that's going to happen if I'm being honest with you. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I'll see what I can do. Let's have him come over here and also clean up these drinks that nobody had. Mavis just cleaning up some of the other dishes. Let's have her also grab these cups. Oh, he has work today. I'm probably gonna have him take the day off. He has plenty of vacation time, so go ahead and clean this up. What is this? He wants to get engaged to Maeva. What? Carlo. Okay, y'all. Carlo has a want to get engaged to Maeva. Maeva is the one Carlo wants to spend the rest of his life with a fluttering heart. It's time to pop the question. I'm gonna pin it. I don't know about that though, but he has a want to get engaged to Maeva. Do Maeva have a want to get engaged to him? No, Maeva has a want to fight with her dad and to finish a painting. She is not thinking about Carlo like that. She's not. And Carlo's over here with the want to get engaged to her. Oh my goodness. Okay. Meanwhile, I thought Carlo was going to be the less serious one about this relationship, but it turned out to be the other way. I'm shocked. I was going to go ahead and just pin it for now, but yeah, I'm kind of shocked by that. I also want them to go ahead and open up some more of these presents that they have over here. Let's have them come over here, open presents with Maeva, who apparently he wants to get engaged to. Like, for what? Maybe he wants to get engaged because he sees Leandro engaged, and maybe he feels like it's time for that. Like he should be doing the same things that Leandro is doing, you know? Oh, he doesn't like the present? What was it? There was nothing in it. Hey, Carlo, what did Maeva get? She seems to like it. A robot vacuum and a robot vacuum dock. Oh, thanks, Carlo. He's like, when you go back to your place, maybe you could use that. I feel like Carlo would love if Maeva actually stayed here, though. But he probably got her that, like, when you go back to your place, maybe you can use it. You won't have to spend as much time trying to clean up and stuff like that. He can't open this over here. Okay, we'll just leave that pile there. I'm gonna have him go ahead and embrace Maeva. And he's gonna be like, I had such a good time at the party, babe. And she's like, I did too. It was nice seeing everyone. And I feel like me and your mom really had a little bit of a breakthrough in our relationship with each other. I feel like she's starting to come around to the idea of me a little bit more. And Carlos like, I told you that she's just a little tough around the edges, but it's not impossible. I told you she would start to like you a little bit. Just she just needs a little bit of time. I feel like because Carlo has that want to be engaged with Mava, that he may want to sit here and have a important conversation with her. He's gonna be like, I have something to ask you, man. She's like, go ahead. And he's just gonna ask her, he's like, so I've been thinking about maybe in the future, would you maybe wanna move out towards this way? And May's like, move in with you? And he's like, no, no, not necessarily with me, but maybe just closer out this way. And May's like, I don't know, Carlo. I kind of just want to really focus on myself right now. And he's like, yeah, I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, maybe just a little bit closer so there's less distance between us when I'm out here. And May's gonna be like, I'm not saying yes and I'm not saying no, Carlo. It's just a conversation that maybe we can revisit soon. And Carlos like, yeah, no pressure or anything. I was just thinking it would be nice to have you just a little bit closer. That's all. But I know you have your place and you're focused on you, and I understand that. And Maeve was like, yeah, I'm not saying no. It's just something that we can discuss later on. Just but for right now, let's just put that topic to the side. But maybe. And Carlos like, yeah, maybe. We could talk about it later though. I'm gonna have her come in here and get some leftovers because she is feeling a little bit hungry. I'll probably have them go to bed or something because they were up all night and realistically they would want to go to bed after being up all night hosting a party. And Mavis just sitting here thinking to herself like, yo, Carlo is really serious about us. Like way more serious than I thought he would be. He's talking about us, living close to each other, and I just didn't think that he would want to even get to this point together. Like she's feeling a little bit confused. Like she doesn't really know how to feel about that, because she never thought that Carlo would be this interested in this relationship. And she's actually going to get up right as Carlo's sitting down and she's going to excuse herself to the bathroom. I feel like Mava is thinking that she needs a little bit of space just to sit and just think. And she's actually going to be looking to get back to her own place soon. She enjoyed the holidays here with Carlo, but I feel like Carlo asking about her moving out towards this way and all of that has got her thinking a little bit about how serious this relationship is actually becoming. And it may be getting a little bit too serious for Mava's taste with all that she has going on and her not even being completely even faithful to Carlo right now. Like, let's be honest. But he's just gonna go ahead and clean this up. And he's feeling flirty. I feel like Carlo is feeling like he's ready to move forward in this relationship, and Mava is yeah. Let's have her go ahead and brush her teeth, and I'm actually going to have her lay down after that. And I'm going to have Carlo come on back here and also go to sleep. I cannot believe that he has this want to get engaged to Mava. Oh my goodness. So let's just have him head to bed. Oh, and Florence is actually calling to ask if Mava wants to come over to see her. Carlo's family is very interested in Mava. And this is a lot. This is a lot. And I feel like things are going way too fast for Mava, and yeah, we're gonna have to see how that plays out because his mother's calling asking if she wants to hang out. Carlos asking about her moving closer to him. He has a want to get engaged to her. Like, what is going on? But okay guys, that is where I'm going to go ahead and wrap up today's episode. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.